Hi everyone, Angelica Neiman, Miss Milwaukee Area 2020. Today we're making a guilt-free treat. I'm so excited. If you're like me, you love eating cookie dough, but you realize there's raw eggs in it, and so what we're gonna do is an alternative. It's extremely healthy. It's got some coconut oil, any type of butter. We're doing cashew butter today. You can always do almond butter, any kind of butter that you want to do. We're gonna have a little bit of salt, some honey, chocolate chips, the flour, we can do any kind of flour, oat flour, we're doing almond flour today, and then vanilla. So let's get started. It's just a one bowl dish, so super easy. You're doing a half a cup of any kind of butter. We're doing cashew butter, so you just put that right on in. You're gonna do a pinch of salt. We're doing 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil as the binder here. 3 tablespoons of honey or agave nectar, whichever one you have on hand, super easy. What's great about this too, it's non-bake cookies. So we love eating cookie dough, of course. This is a really easy alternative. So 1 cup of any kind of oat flour, any kind of flour, we're doing almond flour today. And then 2 tablespoons or a heaping cup of almond flour. We have a half a cup of our mini chocolate chips. You can cut up dark chocolate chips if you want to too, or white chocolate chips. We're doing about a teaspoon of vanilla. And just like that, we're going to mix it all up, and you're gonna start seeing it's so creamy and decadent at the same time. It looks just like cookie dough and smells delicious. All right, give it a couple more good turns. So then you can pop this. If it's not gonna be easy enough to roll out, you can use a cookie dough scooper like this, but if you need to pop it in the freezer or the fridge for a couple of minutes just to make sure it's firm enough, that's great, but I think we're gonna be okay with this. It really depends on what kind of butter you use. The recipe that I found, it did say depending on if you're gonna use whatever consistency the butter is, might depict if you have to take that extra step and put it in the fridge or the freezer just to firm it up a bit. This looks just like cookie dough. And you don't have to worry about any raw eggs in it because there are none. All right. So that's what it looks like at this point. And then all we're gonna do after this, simply just use our cookie dough scooper. We can put them into our little container here. They're perfect. I want to mention too, they did say that if you want to add your own dipping sauce to this, you can get crazy with it. So we have some espresso over here. You can steep a cup of coffee and then add about a half a cup of melted dark chocolate, and it'd be kind of like a fondue. If you want to freeze these balls and then dip your cookie dough bites into an espresso. Chocolate and espresso always bring out such great flavor. Also, I like to use espresso on steaks. Any kind of meat as a marinade, it gives it a nice crust. I think it's underutilized and kind of a secret ingredient that a lot of chefs use to give good flavor to their meals. Not just sweet desserts or anything like that or chocolate, but also when it comes to main dishes as well. So just like that, you have yourself some edible, healthy cookie dough.